Hello students, we shall start our second chapter of geography, that is land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. We'll start this chapter with the two stories. The first story goes like this. It is the story of small village in Tanzania, Africa. There is a girl, her name is Meba. She gets up early in the morning to fetch water which is very far from her house. When she returns, helps her mother in the house and join her brother in taking care of goats. There is piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mabel's father can grow some maize and beans. After hard work, this is not enough to survive their family for whole year. Another story goes like this. Peter lives in New Zealand and does sheep rearing. His family runs a wool processing factory. Every day, when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of sheep. Their shipyard, situated on a wide grassy plain with hills, is far distant. Peter's family also grow vegetables through organic farming. Maba and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and lead very different lives. These differences is because of differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals, and the usage of technology. The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. The first resource is land. Land is among the most important natural resources. 90% of population lives only 30% on land area and 70% of the land is not habitable. It may in the form of hot desert area, frozen land, etc. Basic areas under the land resources are desert, forest, water bodies, plants and rivers. Now the land is available is useful for the various purpose like some of the do agriculture on the land, mining, industry, forest activities, you build your road, house, transportation, all these are various usage of land that we see in present scenario. Our topic is land use. Various factors which can be determined land, quality and use. So first is physical factor such as topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. Second is human factor such as population and technology are also important to determine of land use pattern. Land can be classified on the basis of ownership as a private land and community land. Private land is owned by individual whereas community land is owned by the community for common uses like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts and medicines, herbals. These community lands are also called common property resources. What are the reasons that land resource may fail? The first is deforestation and second is degradation. In forest area or agriculture area, if there is a rapid deforestation, it would affect the land quality because in the rainy season, all the rich soil will wash away. Now question here, how we can conserve the land resources? The reason would be, first is, if there is a deforestation, the solution would be planting more trees, afforestation. If land degradation is problem, we can reclaim the land. Limited use of pesticides and fertilizers chemically made, not organic ones. Overgazing must be checking. With this, we can conserve our land resources properly. Now next topic is landslides. Landslides defined as the mass over movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. They often take place with earthquakes, floods and volcanoes. A case study. If we read the case study, we come to know that landslides hit Pangi village in Kunu districts of Himachal Pradesh and damaged 200-meter old Hindustan-Tibet road, National Highway 22. Moreover, everything collapsed in Pangi village. Next topic is mitigation mechanisms. Whenever there is a question of mitigation or disaster management, how we can manage and prevent them? We can manage and prevent them by hazard mapping, retaining wall, increase vegetation that can be help in soil, surface drainage control work, and etc. Next topic is soil. What is soil? Soil is thin layer of grainy substance covering earth is called soil. Topsoil with humus and vegetation. Subsoil with sand, silt and clay. Weathered rock material and parent rock. Now topic is factor of soil formation. First, parent rock determines color, texture, chemical properties, minerals and etc. Relief. Altitude and slope determine accumulation of soil. Flora, fauna, microorganism affect the rate of humus formation. Time determines thickness of soil profile. Climate, temperature, rainfall influence, rate of weathering and humus formation. Degradation of soil and conservation measures. How we can conserve soil? Cropping more trees, afforestation. There are some specific things that could be done. First, mulching. Empty land put up with some straws. As a result, it will not easy plow away with water or wind. The fertility would regain. Second, counter barrier. Stone, grass, soil. This act as a barrier. This will not allow soil to wash away. Third, rock dam. Huge flow of water to slow the water flow. Once the water flow decrease, soil fertility would increase. Terrace farming. Mountain area, hilly area, you cut in terrace, make steps, you do plantation. Intercropping. Different crops are grown in alternate rows and the sown at different times to protect the soil from rain wash. Counter plowing. Plowing parallel to the counter of hill slope to form a natural barrier for water to flow down the slope. Shelter belt. In the coastal and the dry regions, rows of the trees are planted to check the wind moment to protect soil cover. Next resource is water. Water is very precious. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Fresh water accounts for only about 2.7%. Nearly 70% of this occurs as ice sheets and glaciers. Only 1% of fresh water is available and fit for human use. Humans use huge amounts of water not only for drinking and washing but also in the process of production. Water for agriculture, industries, generating electricity and so on and so forth. Shortage in supply of fresh water either due to drying up of water source or water pollution. Problems of water availability. There is a scarcity of water in many regions of the world. Most of Africa, West Asia, South Asia, parts of Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America and the entire Australia are facing the shortage in water supply. Conservation of water resources. First, planting more trees that would help to have good rain. Rainwater harvesting that could be done in dry area. Leaning canals, there should not be leakages in order to minimize water loss, seepage. Sprinkle water. Drip irrigation success in desert area. Next topic is natural vegetation and wildlife. The interaction of three areas of atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere that we call biosphere. We have life supporting system that occurs. This life supporting system is ecosystem, the reason where life actually exists. Now when we talk about life, we talk about flora and fauna. With the help of these we can conserve water properly. Flora means plant life and fauna means animal life. Plants. What do we get from plants? Why is it important? We get food, shelter, timber, oxygen to protect the soil, etc. Animal. What do we get from animal? Various products like a meat, milk, skin of animal, etc. However, there are some certain animals which act as a vulture and scavenger. All these scavenger remove the dead material from earth and act as a cleansing agent and maintain the cleanliness of region. Region can be divided into two parts. First, region of heavy rainfall where we get good vegetation. Example, trees. Second, region of dry area which has a thorny vegetation. Example, cactus. Forest may be classified as evergreen forest and deciduous forest. Evergreen forest, plants which looks like green every year. Deciduous forest, which shade their leaves in one season. The next topic is conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Forests are our wealth. Plants give shelter to the animals and together they maintain the ecosystem. The major reason why natural resources are becoming more extension because of deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, forest fire, tsunami, landslides, earthquake, human factors that which primarily includes killing of animals in the forest area affect the natural resources very badly. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Many countries have passed laws against the trade as well as killing of birds and animals. In India, killing of lions, tigers, deers, peacocks is illegal. CITES, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, an international convention. CITES has been established that lists several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. With this, we wind up this chapter. Thank you.